Hi, everybody. I'm Barb,
I'm Randine.
I'm Amanda.
and this is our Sclero-What Adventures.
Adventures.
Welcome, everyone, and happy Scleroderma Awareness Month. We are so honored to come to you every single day during this special month to bring a new scleroderma patient to you. We think the best way for you to learn about scleroderma is from the people that live with it every single day. And so we are so happy to welcome Amanda here with us today. Yay! Thank you so much for joining us. And so tell us, Amanda, what form of scleroderma were you diagnosed with?
I was diagnosed with diffuse scleroderma.
And when was that?
In August 2019.
And tell us, what were some of your first symptoms?
So about a year before, I had gastric bypass surgery, and so fast forwarding to May, I lost weight, and my engagement ring wouldn't fit on my finger. It was swollen, and my fingers hurt. So I went to my doctor, and from there, I was actually diagnosed within 3 months. But it was just because my fingers were really swollen, and I couldn't fit my ring on.
Yeah. So even though you had gastric bypass and your fingers had obviously gotten smaller through losing weight, and it had not been a problem, the ring had fit the whole time, and then all of a sudden it wasn't fitting anymore.
Yeah, at first, people were like, it's just heat, it's just your finger, it's just the summer, it will pass. And then every day it just kept getting worse. And actually said that I felt like my fingers were gonna pop. Like if I closed them too hard, they were just gonna explode. And that's when my doctor was like, no, something else is wrong. You need to go to a rheumatologist.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Have you ever thought that your fingers look like sausages?
I feel like in the morning they do, and then by the end of the day, they look much better. Or about the air conditioning, they look great, but then once I get outside in the heat, they're like round and shiny and get me back in the air conditioning.
Exactly. That's how I describe it. I got my sausage fingers today. Well, tell us, you are just newly diagnosed. You're just coming up on a couple years. So tell us, what is one thing that you would have told your pre-diagnosis self?
I would probably tell myself not to be scared to join support groups. I think for a while I kind of hid behind, not telling a lot of people, telling like my close friends and family, but maybe writing a post on World Scleroderma Day, but not really talking too much about it. And I think going to the support group, especially during the pandemic, helped me so much. And actually started my own support group for the tri-state area. So it's just get involved earlier. That's what I'd say, because this community is amazing.
I love that. I love that because the scleroderma community changed my life too. And so I could not agree more. Absolutely. So tell us, what is one blessing you have received from scleroderma?
My biggest blessing would have to be my support system. I've gotten so much closer to my support system. My mom and dad and my sister, my husband, and my brother hasn't gotten to come with me to appointments, but I'm sure he would. Went to doctor's appointments with me, went to Washington, D.C. to see a specialist. My friends and my family, they know about the disease, so if I have a flare, they're so understanding. If I can't do something or can't be somewhere, I feel like I've gotten so much closer because I had to be so transparent about, this is what I can do and this is what I can't do. And they're amazing, and I feel so loved and supported, and it's great.
And there is something to be said about having so many doctor's appointments. You do get to spend hours and hours and hours with those people, right?
Yeah, it's also great to have someone else in the room, so that way when the doctor says something, you can be like, okay, I heard that, right?
Oh, I could not agree with you more. Like, I think it's so important to take someone with you to have that other set of ears.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes. Well, what does Scleroderma Awareness Month mean to you?
I would say visibility. I think it's a time to show, on Facebook and Instagram that this is something that we have and it's something that we live with. It doesn't define us, but it's something that the world needs to know about. So I think it is just visibility and coming together to showcase all these different stories.
I love that. And what is one thing you would like everyone to know about scleroderma?
I would say there's so many things that happen physically, but it's also a lot mentally. To be told that you have an incurable disease is something that is really, really hard. And even though it is hard and it's scary, taking care of your mental health and just being kind to the people who do have scleroderma, because it's not that we don't want to answer that text, or it's not that we don't want to do something. It's we can't, and we just be kind, and take care. We have to take care of our mental health. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. And along with that, it definitely goes to show us be kind to other people too, because you don't know what they're going through either.
exactly. Yeah.
We all have our things. Absolutely. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready for the crazy questions?
I'm ready.
Now here's where the crazy questions goes. That was the easy part of the interview, Amanda. And now here's the crazy part of the interview.
I'm ready.
Oh no, this is okay. Amanda, what's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Ed.
Hi,
Ed.
Ed.
Hi, Ed. Hello.
Sorry you couldn't be here to join us today, but we've heard all about you.
The good, the bad.
Amanda, do you want to share Ed's worst habit?
Ed likes to leave his clothes on the floor, even though there's a hamper right there. He's gotten better, but he has clothes like just on the floor. So then I'll pick him up, but he has gotten much better with it.
Barb, how about you? What's Mike's worst habit?
I would say Mike's worst habit is let me tell you, he is the best cook. Like, he cooks the best food, but he is the messiest cook ever. It can be so annoying to me. Like, I just don't understand how he could make such a huge mess when he cooks.
What is Ed's favorite saying?
Oh.
Okay, what's
I don't know.
swear word? Does he have a favorite swear word?
I mean, I really don't. So I feel like his favorite saying, so he's a really huge Devils fan. So I'm gonna have to say it's like "Let's go Devils" or something like that. He is a huge hockey fan. I don't know. I don't know if he has a favorite swear word. We're both in kind of like, we say like funny words for like swear words, and like we really don't like swear too much. So
Okay. How about you, Barb? What's Mike's favorite saying and what's his favorite swear word?
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't think he has a favorite saying. Like, he's not a quote person like I am. He would be able to tell you my favorite saying, but I don't think he doesn't have the same. No.
I think when Mike watches this, he's going to be like, Barb, I say this all the time.
Well, I know. He probably will do that.
Ed's gonna say the same thing. He's like, I say this all the time. And I'm gonna be like, okay.
I'm put on the spot. I can't think that fast.
Okay.
On the spot.
Well, I know what Mike's favorite saying is. What do you want for dinner? Like, that is his favorite saying. What do you want for dinner? Like, he's always asking me, what do you want? Like, he's a meal planner.
Mm-hmm.
He always needs to know, before the one meal is done, he needs to know what the next meal is going to be. Like, he needs to plan. So even when he came here at lunch, he's like, okay, what are we going to have for supper? what do you want for supper? And I'm like, I don't know, honey. And he's like, well, how about da 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 da? Like, he's got to know. So that's probably his favorite saying. What do you want for supper?
Does he have a favorite swear word?
I don't think we're not really swearers either, but he does like, he pulls the Sheldon out and he does say bazinga.
Okay. What, Amanda, does your husband Ed love you the most for?
Oh, I'd have to say my personality, but I know he would probably say that he loves me for my smile and probably my personality. Those would probably be the two if I had to pick.
Okay, how about you, Barb?
These are tough, Randy. And these are not that funny. Like, okay.
Your husband's gonna laugh.
He's gonna laugh. He's gonna be like, Barb, you know. These should be much harder for you, Amanda, than me, because I've been married a lot longer. So like, I should just be rolling these off. I mean, we're coming up on 28 years this year. And so it should be just easy for me. But what does he love most about me? You know, and this just goes to frame of mind. Isn't it always easier to figure out the bad stuff? Like, I could, like, immediately I could tell you exactly what he doesn't like about me. Like,
oh, I try to be positive and funny.
oh, I know. So the positive stuff, I would say that he probably loves me the most for my caring heart. I would say, like, I like to obviously look at what we're spending time doing this month, you know, like, I'm always about serving and helping other people. And he is always along for the ride, no matter what big scheme I come up with. He's always my biggest support.
Okay, I'm going to do one last question. Hopefully you find it funny, ladies. If you were an ice cream flavor, what would it be, Amanda?
Hands down, mint chocolate chip.
How about you, Barb?
And hands down, one of our favorite ice cream places here in town, it's a local place, and they have an ice cream called Knee Deep in Chocolate. And so I would be knee deep in chocolate because that's Mike's favorite flavor.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Amanda, for joining us. And you're amazing. You're listening to how you're so proactive. That's good. Good for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you for jumping right in and becoming a support group leader. Honestly, that just does my heart so much good. I absolutely love, love, love support groups, and somebody has to step up to be the leader. And so thankful that you did exactly that. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you everybody for watching. And we will see you tomorrow, where we will bring another scleroderma patient to you. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Happy Scleroderma Awareness Month.